You're watching Your Vote on your TV. My name is Barry Wright. Mark Lamore is with me. Mark is the standard bearer for the Ontario Party coming up for the February 27th election. Mark, tell us, first of all, thanks for taking time to join us. And secondly, tell us a little bit about who Mark Lamore is.
Sure. First of all, Barry, thanks for having me. It's great to be here. My name is Mark Lamore. I'm running on behalf of the Ontario Party here in Ontario. Our leader is Derek Sloan, former Progressive Conservative MP. I'm 53 years old. I've lived in Sarnia the majority of my life. I play a lot of hockey. I've obviously coached SMA baseball. I have 3 daughters and a son, 10 grandkids, and just enjoy the area.
Right. And what was it that sort of got you leaning toward the Ontario Party? What's in their platform that really grabbed your attention?
Well, I mean, the co-chair of the party is Randy Hillier, and he's been a big advocate. The party's platform is basically freedom, family, and faith. And obviously, Randy has been a big proponent of freedom in terms of being anti-mandate. And there was not anyone running in the area, so I mean, the platform itself was very appealing to me in that regard.
Right. One of the many of the other candidates we talked about sort of the 3 pillars that most people are talking about being healthcare, education, and housing. Is there what's the Ontario Party's view as far as healthcare is concerned moving forward?
Well, starting out with healthcare, I mean, obviously it's the province's biggest expense. And you look at wait times, and I mean, I could hash up all the things that are going wrong right now. I think there's a couple things we need to look at in terms of the spending. I think we have to make it more efficient. I think we have to find a great way to start would be bringing back maybe the unvaccinated doctors and nurses to start. I mean, obviously they're trained and they can help offset that backlog. And then you need clear transparency, and then find a way to spend the money efficiently so you have less bureaucracy and more professionals.
Right. And education-wise, both primary and post-secondary, what's the party's view there?
Well, I mean, it's the same sort of idea. I mean, you have to get in and you have to find out exactly where the money's being spent and where is it being spent, and is it being spent properly? The world's changing. I mean, you look at things such as AI and things like that, and we would have a platform where we would work with teachers to set up curriculums where the teachers are happy to teach the kids, and we're setting up our young people where they can go into society and succeed.
Right. And housing, obviously Sarnia has had some issues as far as housing and encampments that have shown up and that sort of thing. Are there, what's the party's view moving forward there?
I think the key with housing is you have to find a way to bring commerce back to the community. You have to get people jobs. When you get people jobs, it makes it a lot easier to find housing. Unfortunately, right now we're in a situation where we probably have too many people for the houses that we have, and even the federal government made a promise that they were going to build houses, and I haven't seen too many of them go up yet. So I find the biggest way to get rid of the clog in the housing market is have people get working.
Right. And along those lines, one of the platforms that I read about on your policy was to sort of encourage entrepreneurs in the area. So obviously that would help create jobs as well.
That would be a huge way. I mean, the biggest way to get entrepreneurs going again is less taxes. And between carbon taxing and over government, we have to find a way to streamline it back where we're not cutting services. I know it's a very fine line, so it's easy to say and much harder to do, but where you're making it easier for businesses to start up.
Right.
I mean, the reason why no new businesses are starting up is there's no incentive for them to do it.
Right. And one of the other planks of your platform is a mechanism to recall MPPs that I guess their constituents don't feel are sort of up to snuff. How would that work?
Absolutely. I mean, if I'm not doing a good enough job, enough people could approach the party and say, "Hey, look, this guy's not doing the job in our region. You know, we would like another vote." I mean, if you remember the movie Man of the Year with the late Robin Williams. He had a line that said, "Politicians are much like diapers. They need to be changed often and usually for the same reason."
There you go. As far as there's sort of 3 or 4 parties that have sort of similar ideas, not exact, obviously, sort of populist parties, if you will. Mm-hmm. Is there some value in maybe some of those parties coming together so that the 1% and 2% of the vote that they might get would turn into sort of 8 or 10%?
It would be great if it was just that easy, but I think the one thing, and I believe we're up to 9 candidates now,
right.
and
Yeah.
Sarnia-Lambton's not a huge constituency. So when you look at 9 candidates, I think that kind of gives you an idea of the climate that what we have going on right now. People are either very unhappy or they're very concerned. So, I mean, it's great to see so many people, get involved. So, I mean, hopefully, with avenues such as this, they'll take a look at our platform and find out that we're a new option, but maybe the best option.
Right. And if you are right now, you can look at the camera and if somebody's at their kitchen table and they say, "Why should I vote for you?" How would you respond?
I would say come February 27th, the Ontario Party, albeit a new party, will be the party that will be the one that's going to hold the federal government accountable to the people of Ontario again.
Okay. Mark Lamore, thanks so much for taking the time, and best of luck come the 27th.
Barry, thank you.